Welcome back, Wolfskinders, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today's Yu-Gi-Oh video is the top 5 Link 2 monsters. Now, these are the ones that I use the most, so I thought I would make a video about them. And so let's get started. So in no particular order, we have Code Talker. This level 2 has 1300 attack, and it is made with 2 effect monsters. It gains 500 attack for each monster this card points to, and it cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effect while this points to a monster. This one is pretty good if you can figure out how to keep the monster alive. Now there is a combo you could do with I don't know if it's left-handed or right-handed shark, but if you were to get 2 monsters out, make this, and then special summon that one, having both the sharks, you would pretty much have a good unstoppable board if you could pull that combo off. It's very unlikely, but probably there are some decks that could pull it. I thought this would be a good starting point for it because sometimes, sometimes even though it can't be destroyed, even though it only gains like 500 attack, that's still pretty decently good because you're at least having a body on board to at least keep the pressure on. So it's got its perks when it comes to a Link 2. Next we have is Double Bite Dragon with 1500 attack. It requires 2 Link monsters, gains attack equal to the combined rating of the Link monsters used to Link summon this by 300. It is unaffected by monster effects and except Link monster effects, and cannot be destroyed by battle except with Link monsters. This is okay. I tried building a deck around this, and I couldn't really get much with it. Just the fact that it's just because of that fact, I was thinking maybe there might be something I could do because it means that only Link monsters can destroy this thing, and I really couldn't pump it up more than maybe close to like 2000. So it really wasn't really that much of a threat. But the fact is that if you can use high level ones that are like rank 3s and higher, you could probably get this bad boy up pretty decently high to where it's a decent good threat on the board. But I couldn't really do much with it, but at least it's got potential to be really powerful if you can pull it off. Because the fact that it's unaffected by battle and card effect except by Link monsters, that's very powerful. That's very powerful card. Like I said, try to get its attack up to where it's not gonna be. You won't have to worry about taking the damage, and you can pretty much have a good decent threat on board. So I thought this would be a good card right here. Next we have is Pentastag, a 1600 defense, requires 2 effect monsters, and if a Link monster attacks a defense position, inflict piercing damage. This is okay. It's depending on the type of decks that you build. With this deck, you can pretty much keep them. You can pretty much guarantee that if anything goes to defense position, you're gonna get some damage in. Its attack is all right. Nothing too major, but I just thought that this would be an okay card to put in, even though it hardly comes up in any decks. It's very particular on where it wants to be though, so that's why I thought this would be a good, at least decent card for it. Next we have is Cross Sheep, 700 attack, 2 monster made beast with 2 monsters with different names, and if a monster is special summoned to the zone this card points to, you can apply the effects following in sequence based on the types of cards this card points to. You do a ritual, you draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. You fusion summon, you special summon one level 4 lower monster from your graveyard. Synchro, all monsters your opponent controls, all monsters you control gain 700 attack. XE, all monsters your opponent controls lose 700 attack. You can only use this effect across sheep once per turn. I've only used this for XC summoning to where my opponent loses 700 attack. I don't think I've ever once used a ritual fusion or synchro summon with this. I think I've used the synchro summoning before with ice barrier Drew or something like that. It's that tiger one that does self bouncing. I think I've done synchros with that, but I can't remember if I ever did. Fusion summon and ritual summon, I never really did because I just couldn't think of any decks that could pull this off. But I would have to try to experiment more with this to see how well I could do with the other types of with the fusion summon and the ritual summon. But you know, for a Link 2, this one still comes up pretty decently well because if you're Link climbing and you just need a level 2 with the air with the side arrows, this card is pretty much a guaranteed to be used all the time because of it. And for the last card, we have one of my favorites because it's pretty much become one of my favorites, Codebreaker Virus Swordsman. It is a 2300 attack warrior with made with 2 effect monsters. If this card is special summon and if it is co-linked, you can special summon 1 Codebreaker 0 day from your deck, from your hand, deck, or graveyard to any zone this points to. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed while in your possession by your opponent's card effect and sends it there this turn, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the village. You can only use this effect this card once per turn. Ever since I found Codebreaker, I pretty much switched. This became my my level 2 over Code Talker. I pretty much exclusively use this over Code Talker because even for its attack, it's really good, and even though even though you banish it if it's destroyed by if your opponent destroys it, it's fine. It's pretty much like Lost Wind, is that you get to reuse it again. So it does come in handy when you need it. So I have never been able to get to co-link correctly, so I never could special summon 0 Day. But if you can, that's really good because it's a free body. And I think the thing is with 0 Day is that those other than Virus Swordsman, anything code link with the 0 Day loses like some attacks or is destroyed. That's really good if you can pull it off. I could never code link it correctly, so I pretty much decided, I will just I'll just leave it alone and not worry about it. But the fact that it just comes back if it's destroyed is really powerful. So that was pretty much it. Not the greatest selection, but these are kind of the ones that I use a lot. So I thought this would be really nice to showcase and show you guys the ones that I use a lot of the times. And I will do some more because there are some other NR cards that I use, so I will definitely showcase that. I just wanted to get the ones that I use the most out of the way because of that. So I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys next time. You guys take care. Be well, be safe, have fun. Bye everyone.